Hey guys, welcome to another video, and in this one we're going to talk about Facebook ads and how you can create your first Facebook ad. My name is Lester Diaz, and over the past few years I've been building and growing Facebook pages. I've also worked with a lot of clients and influencers to help them grow massive audiences on Facebook. So I have a lot of experience when it comes to Facebook ads. And so in this video, I want to teach you the basics of how to create a Facebook ad, whether you're trying to get more likes, more followers for your Facebook page, or perhaps get more views, more traffic for your website. Because as you guys know, Facebook changes things every few months, and so I actually wanted to make this video to show you guys the most updated information when it comes to creating a Facebook ad. So I'm going to go into details and I'm going to break down every single step that you need to know about creating Facebook ads, from setting up your account to actually launching your first Facebook ads, and what are some of the best types of Facebook ads that are working right now to get the best result possible for your campaigns. And I can tell you this information from hundreds, if not thousands, of campaigns that I've worked on over the past few years, and so I know what's working now when it comes to not only getting more followers, getting more views, or getting more traffic, but also what's gonna get you the best conversions. So if you appreciate videos like this, all I'm asking is that you hit the like button below. It's really gonna help me out with this video to push this video to more people. And if you wanna see more videos like this, I also talk a lot about Facebook monetization, making money with social media, growing your online business in my channel. So consider subscribing. It's free, you got nothing to lose, and it's really gonna help me out. So with that said, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna jump into one of my Facebook ads account, and we're gonna go through the entire process of setting up a Facebook ad from beginning to end, so you know what to look for and how to do it from beginning to end, so you have no questions whatsoever. So let's jump right into it. Alright, so let's talk about the Facebook Ads Manager, and this is basically a way for you to create ads for pretty much anything, whether it's within Facebook or on Instagram. You can also set up ads for Instagram from the Ads Manager. And basically what it is a way for you to create ads for very specific audiences using the tools that Facebook is providing you. You can run very targeted ads to get more traffic, to get more views, more reach, to promote an online store if you have one. There's so many different types of ads that you can create within the Facebook's Ads Manager platform that it would take probably 5 hours for me to talk about every single specific campaign. So what we're going to do in this video is give you a quick breakdown of the targeting options, how you can actually set up an ad, and some of the main things that you should know if you want to run successful ad campaigns within Facebook. Because like I said, I've been running Facebook ads for a very long time, and over time I've gathered enough experience and knowledge to tell you that I know what works and what doesn't work within Facebook. I would highly advise that you get more Facebook ad accounts. Sometimes even if you're doing everything perfect within Facebook ads, they might still shut down some of your accounts or even not allow you to run Facebook ads. So one of the best things that you can do is you can set up a Facebook Business Manager, and this is free to set up. You don't have to pay anything extra or anything like that. It's basically a way for you to manage your entire Facebook account with all your Facebook ad accounts, your Facebook pages, and everything from within one place. And one of the main things that the Facebook Business Manager allows you to do is that you can set up multiple Facebook ad accounts. So that means in case you lose one account, at least you have multiple backup accounts that you can use to continue your advertising. And trust me, this is a lesson that I've learned over time. I've lost Facebook ad accounts. I've been able to recover some Facebook ad accounts, but over time you want to have multiple Facebook ad accounts within your reach. In case you lose one, you can continue to advertise on Facebook and not just rely on a single account. So in order to sign up for a Facebook Business Manager, all you got to do is go to business.facebook.com, follow the steps. You will need to use your Facebook profile, but trust me, once you go through the entire process, it's fairly simple to do. It'll take you less than 5 minutes, and then you can go within the Facebook ads section and you can set up multiple Facebook ad accounts so you can have them ready in case you need them. All right, so once you set up your Facebook ad account, this is basically what's going to look like. As you can see, I have nothing on this ad account. This is a brand new ad account that I'll be using as an example to show you guys the process of setting up ads within Facebook. So on the left hand side, you can see here a little gear. If you click this gear, it'll take you to your business manager. And this is why I'm telling you that you guys need to set up a business manager, because from here you can just click on it, it'll take you to your business manager, and you can basically manage anything about your business, whether that's adding new people to your Facebook pages, managing multiple Facebook ad accounts, your audiences, your pixels, everything is gonna be from one place. So you can just click there and it'll take you there. Now the next thing that you got to do is basically, now if you click here on all tools, you can see that it says ads manager, business settings, audiences, events manager, media library, ad account settings. If you need to set up your billing or update your billing information, just go to billing. It'll basically allow you to add a payment option for you to get charged every single month for the amount of money that you spend on Facebook. And as you spend more money, Facebook will give you higher limits to spend. So you can spend $100 perhaps the first month, and then as you actually become more and more experienced with Facebook and spend more money, Facebook is going to allow you to raise your limit. So that means you'll be able to spend maybe $500, $1,000, even $10,000 in a single month or more, depending on how much money you're spending within Facebook ads. And the more money you spend, the higher the limit Facebook is going to give you, meaning that at the end of the month, they won't charge you for $100. They'll wait till you actually spend $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 or more to charge your account. But when you're first getting started, you're not really worried about how much money you're going to spend, as long as you have a budget. Let's say you have a $100, $1,000, or $2,000 per month as your marketing budget. You want to stick to that budget as much as possible. You don't want to just basically throw a bunch of money on Facebook ads without knowing what to do. So we're going to stay within Facebook Ads Manager, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click here where it says create. Now, because this is a brand new ad account, as you can see, it's telling me that I need to confirm a few details before I can publish an ad. And this is something that you will need to do before you actually start advertising. So if you have a brand new ad account, you will need to confirm that information in order to publish your ad. So we're going to ignore that for now, because I just want to show you the features of setting up the different options you have when it comes to Facebook ads. So we're not really going to launch an ad. I just want to show you everything that you can do within Facebook ads. So basically, the first thing Facebook is going to ask you to do is to choose your type of campaign. So as you can see, this one, it's asking for reach. So if you want a lot of people to see your post, let's say you have a video and you want that post to reach a lot of people, 5,000, 10,000, 100,000 people, without actually having a call to action, meaning that you don't want someone to mostly just click on a link or engage with that post or something like that. Basically, you're paying for people to see your post. There's nothing else behind it. And this is what reach and brand awareness actually offer. The other section is conversions, and this is mostly for online stores. If you're trying to sell something within Facebook, then this is the options that you want to use, because you want to tie your online store to Facebook, so Facebook can track your sales, so you know exactly what your ROI, and you want to make sure that whatever money you're spending, you're making something back. And Facebook provides a lot of different options for the different types of way that you can send traffic to your products. They have different types of ads depending on the type of store that you have. So for example, if you're doing drop shipping, if you're doing a Shopify store, you can easily connect your Shopify store to your Facebook ad account and actually track all your traffic, your sales, and everything from within Facebook. But like I said, that's a little bit more advanced. We're gonna stay with the basics, and we're actually gonna dive into some of the top 3 ways that most people are using Facebook ads to generate traffic, engagement, views, or leads. So as you can see, consideration right here, this is traffic. So let's say you have a blog, you have a website, and you want to send a lot of traffic to that blog. You want people to click on an article, perhaps visit your website to because you're providing a service. That could be a local business, that could be something that you're basically promoting, and this is traffic is a way for you to send people directly to that website, and you're paying per click. You're not paying for people to like or comment on your post. You're basically paying for every single click you get on that post that goes directly to your website. Now, engagement, this is all about engagement within Facebook. So this is how I mainly grow my Facebook pages. So let's say you want to grow a Facebook page to 10,000 likes, because 10,000 likes is the minimum requirement that you need to monetize a Facebook page. So engagement is one way for you to be able to do that. So with engagement, I'm able to not only get more likes on a specific post, get more comments, perhaps get more people to share my content within a Facebook page, but also get very targeted followers depending on what type of Facebook page I'm building. So if you have a local business and you have a Facebook page for that business, you can definitely get people from your city to like your Facebook page and find your business from within Facebook by creating a follower campaign. And we're going to use engagement as the example to create our ad, because I want to show you the process and the different targeting options that Facebook offers. So the other option is app install. So let's say you have an app and you want people to download that app. Well, this is the option for you. Basically allows you to get more people in front of your app and basically get more downloads. Now, video views is obviously if you have a video and you want a lot of people to see that video, that's what video views is. You're basically going to pay a specific amount for X amount of views. Lead generation is exactly what it is, basically allowing you to create ads to gather people's information like a name or email or phone number, that information that you can use to market a specific product or service. And messages, this is if you have a Facebook page. Let's say you have a local business, you're running like a discount or something, and you want people to message your page in order to get that discount, or you want people to engage with your page so you can talk to them and actually get them to be interested in your product or service. That's what the messages option is all about. So we're going to select here engagement, and I'm not going to basically select a specific name for my campaign right now. As you can see, post engagement, if I want to get a lot of likes, shares and comments on my specific post for a Facebook page, or I want to get page likes, meaning followers for my page. Event responses, if I set up a Facebook event and I want to promote that logo or that event to a lot of people, then that's another option. So for this one, we're going to select page likes and I'm going to hit continue. All right, so now we're actually into the ad creation process. And as you can see, new page likes campaign. You can rename this if you want to. I'm not going to do that. This is just an example, but you can rename this anything you want. And I would highly advise that you select a name. You want to name your campaign something that is easy to remember, because as soon as you start setting up multiple campaigns, it could easily become a mess. Trust me, from experience, I know what I'm talking about. So you want to make sure you have clear names for every single campaign you launch. So special ad categories, these are specific categories that if you're going to advertise for this specific categories, you have to go through additional steps to verify who you are within Facebook. So in this case, we're not doing that because we're not going to do anything complicated. It's simply a simple campaign to show you guys how to get more followers if you want to do that. So there's no need to select specific categories that they offer. So buying type, auction, this is fine. Basically page likes is what we want. And if you want to create A/B test, meaning that you set up multiple ads to see which ones work best. I usually don't do this because I like to do is manually basically set up replicate multiple ads within my campaign so I can see them myself and basically apply very small budgets. And over time, I will remove the ones that are not working and keep the ones that are working. So I'm not going to turn A/B tests or the budget optimization, meaning that the budget optimization is basically you're telling Facebook okay, so I have $20 to spend per day. I want you to split this 20 bucks into all these campaigns or all these ads as best as you think. And that's basically what you're telling Facebook when you turn this on. Usually I don't like to do that. Basically what I like to do is set up specific budgets for every single ad and just let them run with the same budget, not put more money into one ad, and just see what happens over 48 hours and then go back and review those ads, either increase my budget or basically change the budget depending on how the ads are performing. So we're just going to click next. So once you click next, this brings you to your ad set category. This is going to be basically how you're going to set up your targeting for your ad and all the specifics or where you want your ad to show within Facebook and all of that. And also Facebook is going to provide you with some estimated results based on your budget, based on your targeting, and a bunch of different factors. Again, you want to make sure you set up a clear ad set name so you don't forget what type of ad set or targeting you're going to be using. So if you're going to be using a specific targeting where you're simply targeting people from the United States, you want to put that in your ad set name so you remember. So next time you set up another ad, then you can do basically a different ad set name so you have a clear idea on how you're organizing all of this, because it could really, like I said, it could become a real mess once you have 20, 15 ads running at the same time. So in this case, Facebook is going to ask you to select a Facebook page. You can only run ads from Facebook pages. So for this specific campaign where we want to get more followers, you have to select a Facebook page. You cannot basically set up ads for your personal profile. You need to have a Facebook page. So I've selected a Facebook page right here. So we're gonna scroll down here. It's gonna ask me for my daily budget. Now, typically, if I'm setting up multiple ads, I'm gonna have, let's say, a $20 daily budget, but I'm not going to put the $20 for each specific ad. I'll usually just go and just put $5 here for my daily budget for this specific ad that I'm gonna be running. And then I'll replicate this ad and just do it over and over again with different $5 budgets. And over time, I'll actually increase the budgets to a point where I know I'm getting the best results. So here it's going to ask you for your start date. So let's say I'm going to be starting this ad today. I can just select a different date. If I want to do that, I can select tomorrow's date or the weekend or something. But if I want to make sure that the ad starts running as soon as possible, I'll just leave that like that. And if I want to end it, I can select an end date for my ad. Typically, I like to keep a close eye on my ads, meaning that I'll check the ads pretty much on a daily basis. So I'll go back and actually, if I need to end the ad myself, I'll just do it manually. I don't typically set up an end date unless I know it's a specific type of ad that only needs to run for a few days. So let's go into the actual meat of Facebook ads, which is selecting your audiences. This is crucial, guys. This has everything to do with how successful your ad is going to be depending on what you select in this specific section, because like I said, it all depends on what type of audience you want for your campaign. So if you're trying to grow your Facebook page to thousands of followers, you have to know what type of followers you need, and you have to know how to find that audience within Facebook ads. Luckily for you, Facebook makes it extremely easy for you to search and browse different types of audiences that you can test. And like I said, this is all about testing. It doesn't really mean that every single ad you launch is going to be successful. You have to test and test and test constantly with different type of audiences, with different ages, different genders, different types of targeting, and even different types of placement, because every single audience is different, and you have to know after testing a lot of different ads which ones are working best for your business. So Facebook will give you the option to save audiences, meaning that you can basically go back and save specific audiences or create custom audiences based on people who are engaging with your Facebook page or watching your videos or liking your page. You can create audiences that you can target within Facebook ads. But like I said, that's a little bit more advanced. We're simply gonna stick with the basics from within Facebook ads. So right now, we're not going to worry about custom audiences. We're simply gonna go to locations, and as you can see, you can click here and edit, and you can add different locations for if you want to target people from very specific countries, cities. Hundreds of countries are available for targeting from within Facebook ads, so it's not going to be an issue for you to find people from specific languages and places that you want to target. So let's say that you want to target people living in this location or recently in this location. Basically, that means people who are most likely traveling in that location or visiting or something like that. You can change those settings right here. But let's say you want to target a worldwide audience. So you simply type worldwide and you click there, and Facebook is going to select the entire world and basically allow you to target pretty much everyone. And if you wanted to exclude people from very specific countries, you can simply click here and click on exclude, and you can say, okay, so I want to target worldwide, but I don't want to target people from, let's say I'm just going to type here as an example Canada, and I can just click there, and I'm going to target everyone worldwide except for Canada. So for now, I'm just simply going to delete this, and I'm just going to leave it worldwide as an example. Again, the same thing with age and gender. It's pretty self-explanatory. Depending on what you want, I could say that typically for me, depending on the type of audiences that I want to build, the product and services that I'm promoting, anything over 21 works really good. So I would say anything over 21, and perhaps you don't want to go all the way to 65. You'll want to stick to maybe, something like 55. Those are the age ranges that I found have worked best with pretty much all product services and things that I'm trying to do within Facebook ads. So I have found that 21 to 55, it's a good age range to test different ads. Gender, you don't have to select or change this. You can just select all genders, or if you're targeting just men, you can select all men or all women, and basically you can just leave that as is. Now this is the most important section of this entire thing, because this is where you select exactly who you want to show your ad to. So I'm going to select here on edit, and as you basically type, Facebook is going to make suggestions based on what you type. So let's say I'm looking for people who like to surf, just for the sake of it. So I'm going to type here surf, and as you can see, Facebook has provided me with different types of suggestions based on that keyword alone. So as you can see, surfboard here, surf music, windsurfing, kite surfing, surfing in general, and basically it tells you the estimated audience for this. If I click on surfing, it's gonna add that to my interest, and as you can see, it changes exactly. My estimated audience now has changed a lot just because I selected surfing. So one of the things that I can do is I can click on suggestions, and Facebook will automatically bring me a bunch of suggestions based on that interest and based on that first keyword that I selected. As you can see here, all the suggestions here. And basically another thing that you can do is click on browse. If you want to go for specific type of categories, you don't want to go for keywords like I just typed, which is always a good idea to first type a bunch of keywords to see what Facebook spills out. But you can also click on browse, and you can select here demographics. You can see basically you can select here on interest, and you can actually go and say, okay, hobbies, or you can select entertainment, or in this case, let's say sports. We can click on sports, and we can find, as you can see here, snowboarding. We can find golf, basketball. You can basically select different categories within those categories that Facebook offers, and even behaviors. You can select people based on their digital activities, what type of phones they're using, basically their politics, how often they actually purchase something from within Facebook, whether they're traveling or not. So they give you so much information that it could be overwhelming over time. Like I said, that's why you want to test different ads, because all these options can be overwhelming when you're setting up ads. You don't know what to choose. So you want to make sure you go as niche specific as possible for your specific campaign, but you also want to test different types of audiences to find something that works for you. The easiest option is always going to be by simply just typing something, and Facebook is going to make those suggestions and basically allow you to find new interests and ideas that you can use for your ad. So let's say that I want to add big wave surfing. I can click on that, and as you can see, my audience continues to shrink, because the more interest that I add, the more targeted my audience is going to be. And so this is why you don't want to add 20 different interests to your ad at first. You want to add maybe 5 or 6 in the beginning, set up an ad, and then you want to replicate that ad with 5 or 6 additional interests, and you can test that to see whether those interests are performing well with that same ad. So I hope that now you understand a little bit more about how the detailed targeting section actually works. And one of the things that you need to know is that this is all about selecting people that fits your niche. So if you have a Facebook page about surfing, then you want to select interests and topics about surfing, and you want to test different ads to see which ones work best. Another key aspect that most people miss is languages. You want to make sure that you don't leave it as all languages, because Facebook is going to throw your ad to a lot of different people, and basically that's going to waste your money. You want to make sure you select specific languages to your specific audience. So if I just type here English, it should give me the option to select English, and that again is going to shrink my audience even more. So when it comes to setting up ads, you don't want to go either too broad or too specific, because Facebook is not going to know exactly what is the type of audience that you need. They do have a learning phase. So when you launch your ad and it gets approved, for the first few days, Facebook is going to set up a learning phase where they're basically showing your ad to your target audience, and Facebook is gathering information to know which of these people is actually engaging or commenting or liking your page from that ad. So we're going to scroll down here, and we're going to go to connections. And basically in connections is, because we're setting up an ad to get followers to our page, we want to get people exclude people who currently like or follow our page, because you don't want to share your ad to people who already follow your page. You want to share your ad to people who don't already follow you. So you simply click on exclude people who are following my page, and then from there you simply select your page. As you can see, once you select your page, the custom audience is created, but now it's not going to target people who follow my page already. All right, so let's go down, and now let's talk about placements. Now placements, it's very different depending on your type of campaign. So in this case, because we're doing a Facebook follower campaign, if I just leave it automatically, Facebook will show that in the Facebook news feed, and basically that's going to be the best spot to get people to like our page. But if I click on manual placements, you can see that Facebook will show me where the different options that I have to show my ad. Now in this case, like I said, because we're doing a follower campaign, only my ad will be shown on the Facebook Marketplace, Facebook video feeds, and the Facebook news feed. Now if I was running a traffic campaign, or I was running an engagement campaign, I could select different types of options here within Instagram, stories, Instagram ads, search, messages, and I could place my ads pretty much across the entire Facebook apps and all the network that they have, including multiple different websites. So these options will become available depending on the type of campaign that you select for your marketing on Facebook. If you were to choose video views, for example, you would be able to select Instagram feed, you will be able to select Facebook right column, Instagram Explorer, because you want to get as many views as possible. And so Facebook will show your ad in as many different placements as possible. So like I said, this becomes available depending on what type of campaign you chose. And in this case, because we chose a follower campaign to get more likes, these are the only options that they provide. So I'm going to select here automatic placements. I don't recommend you do automatic placements when you're doing different types of campaigns like traffic or video views or engagement. Don't do automatic placements. Always go and check the manual placements and just leave the ones that will give you the best type of results and are not simply going to waste your money. So the next step is the ad setup process. That's the actual ad that people are going to see. So we're going to click on next. So as you can see, now we are in the process of setting up our ad, and this is going to basically, you want to name this something that is easy to remember. So if you're testing multiple ads, you know exactly what is this ad that you're running, so you can go back and see the stats without having to click on that ad. So I'm going to scroll down here, and you don't need to worry about website events or any of this, because really what we're looking at is setting up a simple ad to get likes to our page. So what I'm going to do is, once you select your page, you want to clear this. Once you clear that out, it's going to give you the option to add either a new picture or basically create a video from scratch from within Facebook. Now, one of the things that's been working really well for me over the past few months is I've been using videos to grow my Facebook pages, to get followers to my Facebook pages. So let's say you wanted to upload a video, you simply click on add media, and it would allow you to select a video from your Facebook page or simply upload a new video. And basically, once you upload that video, you can use that video as the ad to get people to like your page. And this is especially important to remember if you're trying to grow a Facebook page to monetize later. So as you guys know, Facebook monetization is getting quite big. So if you're trying to grow a Facebook page where you want people to watch your videos, the best way to get people to like your page is to use a video to get them to follow your page. Now you can also do this with an image, of course. This is something that you can definitely do with an image, but if you have the videos available, I would say do videos as well. Now in this case, I'm not going to add a video or image because I don't have for this specific page, but let's say that you wanted to get people to like your page. Within the primary text, this is where you add your call to action. Now, there's a lot of people who said, well, you shouldn't actually include a call to action within Facebook because Facebook might limit your reach for that post. And that is true. You should never do that when you're doing organic marketing within Facebook. But if you're doing paid ads, it really doesn't matter. So you should definitely tell people to like your page because you're paying for this. Remember, if you're doing Facebook ads, you're paying for this, you might as well tell people exactly what you want them to do with your ad. So I could do something like follow our page for more videos by clicking below. This is just an example, but basically you can have your call to action within the Facebook ads and tell people exactly what you want them to do, because like I said, you're paying for this, so you might as well take advantage of this, and Facebook is not going to deny your ad because you put a call to action. So once you have your ad, you have your primary text. In this case, because we're doing a Facebook follower campaign, but if your campaign was about video views or traffic, Facebook will give you additional options to enter your website address, to select a video, or even do product placements, different types of ads that you can do depending on the type of product you're promoting. So that's why I'm saying, guys, that this is a basic understanding on how Facebook ads work, and it depends entirely on what you're trying to sell or promote, or even if you're just simply trying to grow Facebook pages. This is something that you need to understand. And the more you use Facebook ads, the more you experiment with Facebook ads, the easier it's going to be for you over time to become better at it and to be able to grow Facebook pages, to get traffic to anything you want, because this is a matter of using it, testing it as much as possible, learning the platform, learning everything about the platform inside and out, and use it for yourself. Or if you can want to do this for clients as well, like I've been doing over the past few years, you can definitely do this for clients and charge a decent amount of money to help clients get results with Facebook ads. So let's say you have your entire ad set up. All you have to do is click on publish, and Facebook will send that ad to a review process that might take 24 to 48 hours. And if your ad gets denied, you can always resubmit that ad. It's mostly because you need to fix something within the ad. But if it doesn't, Facebook will put that ad through a learning phase, meaning that over the next 3 or 4 days, you will see something called learning next to your ad. And basically that's going to tell you that Facebook is testing your ad to that specific audience. This is an example of different types of campaigns that I've been running. This is for just one ad account. And basically you can see ads that are being active right here, and basically ads that have been turned off, ads that have some errors that need to be fixed in order to continue to run. So these are just a few of a lot of different ads that you can basically set up within Facebook. And like I said, the more ads you set up, the easier it's going to be for you over time to learn Facebook inside and out. And you want to test different audiences, you want to test different interests, you want to test everything as much as possible, because that is really going to help you understand Facebook and how to run successful Facebook ads to get the type of results that you want for your business. And if you have any additional questions or something that you want to ask, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Let's talk about how you can also use other people's ads to get ideas, to basically spy on your competitors, so you can create better ads yourself with better targeting and hopefully get better results. This is a little trick that you can use whenever you spot an ad on Facebook. So you're browsing on Facebook and you spot an ad that is similar to your niche, or it's targeting because you are in the same niche, then you can use this trick to basically gather data from Facebook, and then you can test and replicate exactly what your competitors are doing with Facebook ads. So what you can do is, whenever you see an ad, and you're going to notice that ads actually have this sponsored link right here. So if you click on these 3 little dots and you click where it says, why am I seeing this ad? We click on that. So you can see that Facebook will give you specific reasons why you're seeing this ad. So basically, why am I seeing this ad? Well, it is set to age 18 and older with a primary location in the United States. So I know that these people who are using these ads, they're targeting people 18 and older in the United States. Your personalized ads may be based on other advertisers' choices, like your profile, activities, websites you visit, and ads you interact with. So basically, this will give you an idea on who your competitors might be targeted. So in this case, the only thing that we can gather from this ad is that they're targeting people 18 and older in the United States, and most likely they're targeting people who are into writing content for blogs or websites. So this is a little trick that you can use every now and then whenever you want to spy on an ad and see why you're seeing that ad on Facebook. Now, the other thing that you can do is use a tool that Facebook offers called the Facebook Ads Library. And basically, you can Google this. You can go on Google, type Facebook Ads Library, and then you can click on that first result. And the Facebook Ads Library is like a resource for you to look into what ads are being run on Facebook based on country, categories, niche, and many different aspects that are going to help you understand who your competitors are, what type of ads they're running, and it's going to give you a lot of data that you can hopefully use to create your own ads. So for example, if we go here to set your location and choose an ad category, so I'd say I can select the United States, as you can see, and I can select an ad category. So I can select housing, employment, credit, issues, or I can simply select all ads. So notice that right now it says search by keyword or advertiser. So let's say that I wanted to search a specific page that I'm following in my niche, or maybe it's one of my competitors in that same niche. I can simply type the name of that page in this keyword, in this field, and basically Facebook is going to look to see whether that page is actually running ads at this moment. but I can also type specific keywords. So for example, using that surfing example that we used before, you can see that by typing surfing, it's already giving me advertisers who are running ads on Facebook. So this one right here, 299,000 likes. If I click on this one, so as you can see, it's telling me that this page was created in 2009, and right now this page is not running any specific ads. But like I said, you can actually go and search for very specific advertisers who might be running ads, and you can see what type of ads they might be running, so you can replicate their ad with your own content, image, and things like that, or videos, and use that as inspiration to test your own ads. Because like I said, you want to test as many ads as possible until you find the ones that are working best for you, bringing you the best result. So I wanted to give you a quick example. And so what I found is I actually typed T-Mobile, which is a very well-known phone company in the United States. And as you can see, by just selecting the name of the page and selecting the actual page, you can see that Facebook is providing all the different ads that this page has been running. And you can see here the type of ads that they're running. They're running a video ads, 2 video ads that they're running, and they have more video ads right here. So they're running a bunch of ads right now, guys. So this is useful information. Like I said, if you are looking for ideas on what type of ads to run, and also you have competitors who are pretty big, who have a lot of followers on Facebook, you can search for them using the Facebook ads library, and you can see whether or not they're doing any type of Facebook ads advertising. And so one of the things that I really like to do is every once in a while, before I actually launch any Facebook campaign into one specific brand or something that I'm trying to grow, I like to use the Facebook ads library to gather data and gather ideas to see what the competitors are doing. Whether those competitors are big or not, usually Facebook ads library will show you whether those people are running ads. So don't use this information as a way to copy other people's ads. Use this information as a way to get inspiration, to know what your competition is doing, so you can gather enough data and know exactly where they stand, so you can create better ads and get better results than your competition. It's always a good idea to do your research first and find out what are the top advertisers in your niche. So in this case, if I'm trying to grow a surfing page, for example, I want to find out what are those pages, the big surfing pages on Facebook, how many followers they have, and whether or not they're running ads right now, because I want to see if they're running ads, what type of ads they're running, whether it's to sell a product or service, or perhaps to just get more followers. I want to know that information so I can use that for my advantage and actually create better ads myself for my own page and get better results. So the research phase of knowing what's out there when it comes to your competitors, and then finding out whether they're spending money on Facebook ads or not, it's gonna be very useful to you. And if you use this information properly, you will become better and better at creating and optimizing Facebook ads to get the best result possible from your campaigns. All right, guys, so the last thing that I want to talk about is how to actually create the actual design for your Facebook ads, especially if you want to create image ads. You can also create video ads using this tool, and this is a completely free tool that you can use to create good looking Facebook ads, Facebook ad creatives that are going to grab your audience attention, and most likely will bring you better conversions for your ads. Because as you know, if your ads look good, if it's a good image ad or a good video, it has better chances of being share, comment. It has better chances of getting more clicks if you have a campaign to get clicks. So creating a good looking ad is really important, and for that you can use this website called canva.com. And basically, if you go here on Canva and you can simply type Facebook ads, you can see it gives you suggested options here. But if you type Facebook ad, they already have a bunch of templates that you can easily just edit. Some of these templates are only allow for like a premium account, but some of these templates you can use for free, and basically you can edit those templates and make them into something unique for your own Facebook ad. But basically on the left hand side here, you can see you can select different categories. So we're gonna simply create a blank Facebook ad so you can see what that looks like. So we're gonna click here. And so basically it already has the size, so you don't have to worry about checking up whether it's the correct size. On the left hand side, you can select and add things. You can look up photos, you can upload photos that you want to use for your ad, and you can easily just, as you can see, you can drag and drop things into this. So we're gonna actually change the color in this so you can see. You can basically create an ad in a matter of a few minutes yourself without having any design skills whatsoever. And if you also want to look for specific things that you might be able to use, like photos and things like that, you might be able to just click on it, as you can see right here, and we can actually expand that and basically make this into something that might be designed as a point to also get you the best result, the best conversion rates as possible for your Facebook ad. And it just depends. It depends entirely on what type of ad you're creating. But this is the best option if you don't have any Photoshop skills, if you don't know anything about creating a good looking ad for Facebook, because that's one of the key aspects of having a successful ad. The best way to do that is to use good images, perhaps some text, some graphics and things like that. But you can see they have templates here. Some of these templates, like I said, are not free to use. So basically, let's say like for this one, for example, if we click on it, it's gonna ask you to, okay, so you wanna subscribe, and you can have like a 14-day free trial for Canva if you wanted to. It's not really necessary to create ad within Canva. You can definitely do it for free. As you can see, you can search for images, or you can even upload your own images that you have and create similar ads to this without having to pay for it. But this is a good option, like I said, for you to create specific high converting ads for Facebook, because knowing the whole targeting options and how to find your competitors and doing all that is really important. But if your ad is not converting, if your ad is not getting people to click on it or perhaps follow your page or getting share, then it really doesn't matter, because everything has to come into pieces. Everything has to work together to make sure that from beginning to end, from your targeting to knowing who your competitors are, to your audience, to your ad creative, which is this, has to make sense. Everything has to work together. You need to test a lot of different ads until you find one that really works for what you're trying to do. So I hope that this little tip gave you some good information. And like I said, canva.com, you can go and you can not only create image ads, but you can also create even video ads from Canva. Again, if you wanted to use a video ad for your Facebook ad, basically you can use some of these templates. You can edit some of those templates with text, make it a 15-second ad, 30-second ad, and use it on Facebook. And that will give you basically an additional option. So you can test whether a video ad might work better than an image ad, and you can compare those two with different audiences. And it's all about testing, testing, and testing. So I hope this information was helpful. And again, if you guys have any additional questions in regards to anything that we have talked about in this video so far, feel free to leave your questions in the comment section below. Alright, so I really hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial on how to create Facebook ads. And if you guys want me to create more videos on how to actually manage Facebook audiences, pixels, and things like that, do let me know in the comment section below. I can create videos on those topics and teach you guys how to do that as well. For now, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and also share the video if you believe this video can help someone else. And if you want to learn more about growing and monetizing Facebook pages, I have a ton of videos on my channel that you can watch 100% free, or you can also click the links in the description below to learn more about how to actually build, grow, and monetize Facebook pages. With that said, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video.